I just kind of got to this place where I realized I was checking things off the list for myself and my kids every day, but how much were we like really enjoying our time together? You have like massive amounts of quantity of time with your children, but how much is quality? I've actually been thinking about this a lot lately with coronavirus and quarantine. You're with your family nonstop.
Mhm.
And I was thinking the other day, gosh, I'm always like, I need to get away. I need to get away. But like, how much of the time that we're spending together is actually quality? You know what I
Mm.
mean? And I'm like, oh, there's like an abundance of quantity, but not a ton of quality right now. And you kind of
Mhm.
have to like figure out what needs to be altered to get back there.
I love that you said that because when I went from 0 to 1, one of the hardest things for me was I always felt like I needed to get away and I never had that time for myself. But once I switched it from just the quantity of time to the quality of time and started realizing that it was special to be with my son and it was an experience to be with him and it was fun and I could fill it with quality, that's when parenting changed for me. And I all of a sudden just like fell in love with not him because I was already in love with him, but being a mom itself. In also in quarantine, what doesn't make it easier is it almost seems like the checklist it can be longer because we had to homeschool our kids. We're now in charge of their education. Did you find yourself falling back into not fun mom mode during all that?
Oh, absolutely. Like, the first 2 weeks of quarantine were actually lovely because we were on spring break,
Mhm.
and my middle schoolers had a 2-week spring break, so I just gave my elementary school kids the same 2 weeks, and I was, like, very much like, "Okay, we gotta do this for our country, for our people," and I was like, "We got this," and so we just spent 2 weeks, like, I'm like, "Let's do every puzzle we own. Let's pick flowers in the yard and make bouquets." Like, every day we just, like, did something together that was productive and fun and creative, and that was lovely. But then as soon as I had to start homeschooling, oh yeah, the to-do list was just like a mile long, and I felt like a drill sergeant, and I felt like no one respected me as their teacher. So yeah, I would say that this year has been a lot harder to be fun mom for sure.
Mhm. Has there been a solution you found to be able to switch from the to-do list, the drill sergeant, the getting school done to being fun mom?
It just takes more focus. It
Mhm.
takes more like introspection. You have to like stop every day and like I actually last night I thought you need to put read books to George on your to-do list.
Mm.
You know, you need to put have a conversation with your 14-year-old on your to-do list.